an acting workshop for dissolving artist. So I thought I'll talk about that one time. Some of the things I think Prabhat already or so this is not a nuanced understanding of acting. It is telling this is the take of Tantra when it comes to acting. So we believe the ultimate actor is Shiva. So Shiva is supposed to be the ultimate actor, and the ability to act is called as Shakti, and the action is universe. So there are three things: Pati, Pasham and Pashu. So Shiva is Pati. Through his ability to act, that is his splendor, the splendor of the consciousness, the dynamic aspect of him, that is Shakti, and the result is Prapancha, Mara. We call it as Shiva, Shakti and Mara, or Pashu, Pasham, Pati. So when it comes to performance, Shiva is the performer, and the ability to perform is Shakti, and the performance is what we are seeing around us. But when it comes to performance in the mundane level, there is one more person in that. Who is that? There are three things, at least there are three things. One is you are the dancer or performer, and performing is there, and as a result performance is there. Performing is the action and performance is the result. So normally people think that these two are same, but in fact they are different. Performance is different from performing. Performing is the action, the process, and performance is the result of it. And who is doing that? Performer. In the mundane plane, in the transcendental plane, it's Shiva, so nobody else is there. But in the mundane plane, there is one more person, the spectator, audience, and we call them Sahridaya. The term is used as Sahridaya. So Indian theatre only uses this term, Sahridaya. Here Sa means sympathetic, and Hridaya is heart. The one who is having the same heart as that of the performer is Sahridaya. So Sahridaya is the performer himself. So when it comes to the ultimate play, there was no performer. There was no spectator. Shiva himself was the spectator of this universal show. We call it as Vishwasakshi. So he is the witness of his own play. And seeing that play, he gets vismaya. Because he never knew that he could do this. Shakti was the one who helped him to deliver the entire cosmic play. That's why Shakti is called as the one who gives knowledge to Shiva also. So in Lalita Sahasranama we find Shiva Jnana Pradayini. To both of us, Shiva and to the Pashu. To the Pashu, she makes us aware we are Shiva. To Shiva, she makes him aware that he is Shiva, all capable of doing all those things. So today when we will discuss the principles of Tantra, 36 tattvas will explain, then we'll detail more about it. So here we have to understand Shakti is the one who gives birth to Shiva. So Shakti is the mother of Shiva. So we consider Tara, we can see when you see the iconography, we can see Shiva lying on her lap. He's breastfed by Tara, and she's the mother of Shiva. And in fact, what is she? She is the Swatantra Shakti of Shiva. So she is the daughter of Shiva. So that is the connection. So in Tantra we used to say that my mother delivered my father. Okay, the mother who gave birth to my father. And who is the mother? His daughter. This is the guy. This is the, see, it's indisputably inseparable. That's why. Atarkyam, Traipuram Maha. You cannot ever separate it, Shiva and Shakti. So here, Shiva and Shakti were together in the primordial, and there's no, we are talking in that terms because we are bringing time into that. This was a timeless space. If you talk about physics, this is T0. When T0 and S0, T0 and S0 is there is no time and space. But for our understanding, I'm just talking like that. So in the beginning, so there is no beginning, but I'm just telling it's in the beginning, Shiva and Shakti were together. We cannot separate Shiva from Shakti. A very good example is that of an egg. If you open an egg, there are two things, the white part and the yolk, the yellow yolk, yeah? But if you blend it, white is also there and yellow is also there, but you cannot separate. But you know that white and yellow are there, but it is inseparable. That inseparable blended union we call as Samarasya. And that Samarasya is called as Parasamrit. That is the highest, the absolute. That is the Parasamrit. So in that, Shiva is kind of idle. He is not interested in any of these things. He is all okay with his stature and enjoying the bliss. Chidanandam is enjoying that. But in Chidanandam there are two words, Chid and Ananda. Chid is Shiva and Ananda is Shakti. Bliss always want to express. So when you think about acting, what are you, at the end of the day, what are you expressing? You are expressing your internal bliss. And what are you getting? You are getting a bliss out of it. Even if you are playing anger and some spectator is enjoying that, you are getting a kind of bliss, happiness. So out of anger, if you are showing that anger and the spectator is appreciating it, you are getting an internal bliss, you are getting happiness out of it. Like that, it's a performance. So Shakti always wants to express herself. Not alone, but with Shiva. Because only with Shiva she can create the entire universe. So the entire Jagat, cosmos, is Shakti Karya. Shakti Karya means the act of Shakti. So Shakti pushes Shiva out of the Parasamrit hood. We can call it as Paramashivatva. Or Parashakti can also be. Shaktas use Parashakti for that. So Shakti pushes Shiva out of it. And he comes out of the Parasamrit hood and he becomes Shiva. Just Shiva. That is called as the Pradhama Spanda. The first throb, primordial throb. So if you are holding your hand like this and doing this, before that, this is zero. This is Aspanda. There is no Spanda. There is no throb. Right? But it holds the capacity to make Spanda. So when it is Aspanda, Spanda Shakti, the ability to make the throb resides in it. So it is not zero. It is Icha Jnana Kriya Sampurna. Icha is the desire to make the throb. Jnanam is the knowledge to how to make it possible, and Kriya is the practice, is the act. So Icha, Jnanam and Kriya, desire, knowledge and action resides in this. And who is making the noise? Shakti. Through whom? Shiva. So this is Parasamit, zero. That's how we invented zero. We call it as Pujya. Pujya means zero, but the other meaning is to be worshipped. So when you talk about the number system, zero is the most respected number in the entire number line because it gave birth to all the numbers. So it is the Garbha. If you add every number in the number line, you will get 0. +1 plus -1, 0. So if you add everything together, it becomes 0. So 0 comes from philosophy, not from maths. And in Upanishad, we explain that concept with a Shanti mantra, that is Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. From complete, if you take complete, complete will only remain. And what you have taken is complete, and the action of taking is also complete. We just change that to Puja. Om Pujyamada Pujyamidam Pujyat Pujyamudachyate Pujyasya Pujyamadaya Pujyamevavasishyate. That's why 0. So we just didn't invent 0. Indians invented 0 itself. We invented all the numbers from 0 to 9, in fact. But it's called as Indo-Arabic numbers. But Arabs call it as indic numbers, indic numerals, because Arabs got it from here. Then West got it from Arabs. Then 0 to 9 became Indo-Arabic numerals. It's not the case. A number is invented or revealed, and there is a philosophy of that. So 0 is the first number. Pradhama Spanda is Shiva. That is in fact second. So when you think about the, clock or watch, second, it's second only, it's not the first. What is first then? 0 is first. And it cannot be called as first because it hasn't manifested like that. So it is Aspanda. And inside Aspanda, Spanda Shakti resides, and it asks or it pushes Shiva to perform that, and he comes out as Shiva. And for Shiva, we use the term Prakasha, light. And for Shakti, we use the term Vimarsha, reflection. Or mirror. So Shakti is the mirror in which Shiva is reflected. And he sees, oh, this is my form. This is Surupa Jnana. He just looks at the mirror and he finds, oh, I'm like this. And when he sees him for the first time, it is like that. Like wow. So denotes Shiva. So in the number, in the alphabets, in Indian alphabets, it starts with A and ends with Ha. Even in vowels, it is A and A at the end. When it goes to consonants, it ends with Ha. That's the Purna thing. Then Sha, that all are added things. Added there, we call it as the phonemes are added and makes it's not a full
Zodaksharam.
Chillaksharam we call it in Malayalam. So A and Ha. A is Shiva and Ha is Shakti. And Ha is the mirror and A is the light. And when he looks at the mirror, he sees two things, Shiva and Shakti together. That is Jagat. That's Aha. And that is Aham. That is the Purna Aham. That's ego. In the higher realm, it is the higher ego. In the lower realms, it is the lower ego. We all have lower ego, which is Kartrutva, authority, authorship. If I make this tea, I'll tell that I made this tea. But Shiva will not say I created the universe. It was revealed. That is Sakshitva. Witnessing, detachment from what he has done. What the only process of any spiritual journey, acting is also a spiritual journey in that way. It is to elevate us from Kartrutva to Sakshitva, from authorship to Witness with. The moment you start witnessing things, you are not attached to things. You just enjoy the play. Oh, it's the Leela. I'm doing this. I'm having this pain. Okay, this is Leela. I've seen a funny meme about Indian philosophies. I'll share it with you. If Indian philosophies were strategies in a game, that's what it is. I'll read it at the end of the class. So Kashmir Shaivism is in the most advanced level, where everything is Shiva and Shiva enjoys the play. You are not just the player. No. You are the game creator and you are doing all this and you are enjoying the play. Like that. So Aham. So Aham is the lower thing when it comes to the lower levels. If you twist the word, it becomes Maha. That is Sakshitva. Aham is authorship. Here, Shiva sees the entire projection of himself on the reflection of Shakti, Vimarsha, and he gets a joy out of it. So that is a performance. And he gets a feeling of Vismaya, ah. It is ah. So in almost every religion, almost every spiritual path all around the world, if you look at it, the name given to God will have these two words. Jews call their God Yahweh. It's Yahweh. In the Abrahamic spectrum, when it comes to Islam, it is Allah. It's Ah again. So it's not the name of the God, but it is the feeling of God. So God is not a person, but a state of mind. Maybe state of consciousness. So this is called as Ah, the Vismaya, or we call it as Chakita Mudra. Chakita is frightened. If you are frightened, this is the moment where your jaw drops. There are only two moments like that. One happens when you sleep. Another happens when you are dead. There is a common factor in this. In both these times, your ego is not there. And the only other instance when your jaw drops is when you see a wonderful performance. That is jaw dropping moment. You forgot yourself. You don't know who you are, who you are sitting with. Jaw dropping moment. That moment, you enjoy the bliss. Because you forgot yourself. The only problem we have is ourself only. The moment you forget yourself, we are all enjoying. So all the things, all the addictions in the world has this thing in common. Whatever makes you forget yourself, you'll get addicted. Yeah. If you drink alcohol, you forget yourself, you enjoy the bliss. It's not the alcohol which is giving you the kick, but the effect of it which makes you forget yourself. Sex. The orgasmic joy, during the orgasmic joy, everyone is not interested in the act. They are interested in the climax. To reach the climax, they do this. And what is that climax? A jiffy moment where you forget yourself during orgasm. And what is the sound you make? Ah. You are hit by something. Again you make ah. You forget yourself. Vijnana Bhairava actually talks about these all moments should be carefully watched. These are the times you enjoy your true self. So here, Shiva sees the wonder and shows the Vismaya Mudra, Vismaya Bhava. What a wonderful word it is, Vismaya. Vismaya is forgetting ourselves. dissolving artist. That's what. It's basically the artist dissolved. Nothing is existing there. So he enjoys the bliss, the ultimate bliss, joy. So when we take this idea, Abhinava Gupta, and before him Bharata Muni, through his Natya Shastra, and all the aesthetics, all those things happened before, they were principally talking about this spiritual principle. So if you learn acting without understanding the spirituality behind that, you are not an actor. India will not consider you as an actor. You are a technician. You know to play certain things. Okay, done. You are like a puppet. Will not consider you as an actor. Actor should be Bhairava. Because it is a self-exploration journey. You are enjoying yourself. You are revealing your true self to yourself. And you are seeing it on the reflection. Here the reflection is the spectator. On their face. And at the same time, spectator is also exploring his self through your act. So when you see masters performing, the amount of jaw-dropping moments will be a lot of jaw-dropping moments will be there. For everyone who performs passionately, there will be at least 1 or 2 moments. Oh, that was good. Then you forget to review it. You forget to analyze it. After that, you think of that situation. Oh, there was a moment while watching the show, I became totally breathless. Like Vijnan Bhairava yesterday. Breathless. And I forgot myself. And my jaw dropped. And I was not dead and I was not sleeping. I was not aware people are looking at me. The moment your ego comes back, you'll close it. You don't like to open your mouth like that, right? So, spectator is seeing that through the performance, his own self. And he becomes the Sahridaya. So while you perform, you should get that feeling first. The Vismaya. How will you get that feeling first? You'll only get that if you detach yourself from your performance. You'll not feel Vismaya to see your own thing. Like that. It's familiarity breeds contempt kind of thing. You know yourself, oh, I cannot create it. Maybe we'll boast to people, but at the end of the day, if someone asks you, really, are you really proud about you? You'll say, no, I'm not really. That will be the honest reply, right? But masters are not like that. If you ask Pablo Picasso, how is Guernica? His reply will be wonderful. That will be the reply. If you ask Leonardo da Vinci about Mona Lisa, he'll definitely say it was a wonderful work. We might think that he is self-boasting or self-praising. In fact, not. In fact, he is seeing for the first time and he detaches himself from that. And he sees it as a wonderful work. There he gets the Vismaya. And his Vismaya is transmitted through his art to all of us who see that. The same feeling, like Shiva had. The moment when you enjoy your performance, you are not in fact performing. The moment when you are lost in your performance, then you are performing. The ultimate act.
So we have to detach, to detach from while we are performing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing
and it's not a conscious act.
Yeah. So, oh, I'm doing this good. Because it happened somewhere and the person was performing. So he started repeating those things and mentor said, you felt like people are enjoying it, so you started doing that. So don't be conscious about your performance.
No, I'm not telling, I'm telling be aware of your performance, but after a point, you lose control and you'll start act according to the divine things and you become a divine actor. And the people who watches it, they feel that what is that? It cannot be performed by a human. like that. The moment your ego comes, you start reducing it. Okay, I'm doing this. Then I'm reducing it. And if you feel, after performing, if you watch your performance in a recorded device or anything, and if you get the same feeling as a spectator, oh, what is this guy doing? Then you can understand it was not you who performed the real act. It was the Shivatva in you, the Bhairavatva. So our entire journey of acting, performance, aesthetics is actually talking about exploring the real self, and it's a spiritual exploration. That's why Abhinavagupta was interested in aesthetics, performance, Nataka and all. Why should a master like Abhinavagupta, who was well immersed in Shiva philosophy, should get interested in poetics, aesthetics and all? There should be a logic, right? Because that is a spiritual exploration. So whatever an artist is doing, he is in fact doing a sadhana. This is applicable to all the performance. Even when I am speaking, it is also under that. Everything is a performance. Everything is a performance. So I used to get goosebumps when I speak. At times. Then if I talk about to anyone, they'll say, oh, okay, you get goosebumps while hearing to you.
Narcissist guy.
Yeah, they will tell that you are narcissist, right? Okay. So my point is totally different. When I'm getting goosebumps, I'm aware of what I'm speaking. Then I can understand, okay, this is not coming from me. I cannot speak like that. It is coming from some higher dimensions. So I am also a listener to that. For the first time. And I am getting some revelations out of it from my own talk. And okay, oh, this is like that. And if I write in a PhD thesis, I cannot write it like when R Ramanand was speaking and R Ramanand was listening. People might think that I am like Nityananda. The you in you is acting like you. What he was telling, what he was trying to make, his point is in fact right. If you look at it, he's talking about a higher spiritual philosophy, but he is not like Sadhguru who has a sophisticated language to express it in that way. If he was Sadhguru with that language proficiency, definitely he would be, although he, without this also he is flying above. That's another thing. I'm not being judgmental about what he is doing. No, I had a very, very different opinion about this guy earlier. I thought he is a joker earlier. Most of us will think like that. Then I happened to listen his Shiva Sutra commentary in YouTube. I think it's in YouTube. It's a profound commentary on Shiva Sutra. That's how I started noticing this person. Where is he getting this? Then I got to know that he is trained in Madhura Adinam and all. So this foundation is very strong. The foundation of the knowledge is very strong. The rest we don't know. That's another thing. But whatever, when he speaks, I just listen him carefully. Maybe it's in a funny language, in a funny accent, and maybe funny gestures he's making. That's why we are thinking that it's funny. It's actually, in fact, it's not funny. He's making a right point. That's also there. Okay, leave that. So this is it. So when it comes to performance, Abhinavagupta was very particular. This Pashu Pashampati, the triad, is existing in performance also. So here it is, the performer, performing and performance. There is a moment where these three things come together. Performance dissolves into performing. Performing dissolves into performance. And the other way also. Performance dissolves into performing. Performing dissolves into performer. And performer dissolves into Shuddhadvaita Paramadvaya Kala. It is said that. He is disappearing from the stage. And when his ego disappears completely, the one who is watching